Good morning, children. We will continue learning about cybercrime. Let me share the screen with you. So, we had learned the different categories of cybercrime. There are two ways they have categorized the cybercrime. One would be computer as a target. So, using the computer, you are going to attack, the criminal is going to attack other computers through hacking their computers or sending different viruses to attack the computers, thereby destroying the operating system, this operating system. Another way of the other category would be computer as a weapon. How would the computer be used as a weapon? The using the computer for terrorist attacks and for doing this credit card fraud, using other people's credit card and taking all their money. And the other is pornography, which means harassing little children or young children through different you know means of attacking them through bad videos being shown or words being spoken. So these are the two things: computer as a target attack and computer as a weapon. Okay, coming to the types of cybercrime, the very first type of cybercrime is the first A category talks about all the crimes that are against persons. The first thing against person would be hacking. What is hacking? Hacking is nothing but an unauthorized use or attempt of a computer system or the network. It is also termed as cracking. You are using their computer without their permission. This is called an unauthorized use, which is called hacking or cracking. Now, that's basically cracking because you're using their computer without their, um, concern, and you are hacking all their information, maybe their credit cards and other details. And whereas hacking is a crime done because of greed for power, publicity, to take revenge, for adventure desire, to access forbidden information, for destructive minds, to sell network security services, copying infringement. These are some of the things uh, that are basically done by the hacking. So hacking is greed for power, uh, you know, becoming famous, that is called publicity, taking revenge on somebody. These are some of the simple things that would be done through under hacking. The next one is copyrights. If somebody has created things, you see most of your books have that C thing on it or a stamp of copyrights. It means this thing has been created, a CD, a software which has been created. You cannot, take that thing and use it for reproduce it as if it is made by you. That would be a copyright against the copyright law. So what does the copyright law says? It is the work of the holder that are protected by copyrights. When there is a C on it with a circle on it, that's a copyright. Like, nobody can reproduce or distribute the work that is done by that person, and so it is a protected work. And if somebody tries to copy without permission, he is subjected to crime. He will be put into jail, prison for doing such acts. Okay, in India, the punishment for copyright, if you have gone against this protected right, then you would be punished for breaking this law. You would be sent into prison for 6 months, and also you would be having to pay a fine of 50,000 to 2 lakhs, depending upon how many times you do it. The more you do it, the more longer the duration of staying in the jail would be. In prison would be, you'd nearly stay for 5 years, 2 to 5 years, and pay 2 lakhs if it is done more than once. So if it is initial, you would have 6 to 3 years of imprisonment and 50,000 to 2 lakhs payment. The next type of personal attack, basically we're talking about personal attack. The first one is hacking somebody's computer. Second one is taking somebody's, somebody who's created something, you are robbing and reproducing it as if it is yours. That's copyright. The third one is child pornography. Here is the person, such type of criminals, they start, harassing children. How do they do this? This involves the use of computer to create, to distribute, and to access materials. That is, they are sexually exploited. That is the underage children. They start showing all wrong pictures about these little children. They can do it even through, different photographs or different applications where they create some of the face and some of the person's body. So sexual harassment is one of the most worst thing that happens to a child, where the child is mentally damages his, mental ability and all, and he undergoes lots of problem. So child pornography is most often made by taking pictures, wrong pictures, and making videos, or snatching away some written information about them and harassing the children. Also their voice recording. So be very careful when you are putting pictures on the Facebook or any of the social medias. Don't let your pictures be taken by anyone. Don't let them create videos of pictures. They might create it with their own other applications. And any written information, also see that it is kept with you. Trying to keep a strong password so that nobody, takes all your information. So be careful. Children are mostly harassed with these type of criminals. The next type is carding. Carding is also a personal attack. This is when person makes a false ATM, that is your debit card or your credit card. These are made by the criminals for their benefits. They start withdrawing all the money from the victim's bank. So be careful that you don't share any of your things with anyone, and always keep a strong password for your computer so that nobody can see the information. Especially do not store your password in your cell phone or any computer, because hacking is very, very easily done. So there is unauthorized use of the ATM card, and this is one of the biggest cybercrime. The next one is email spoofing. I think you know that when you receive emails, a spoofed email may be said to be one which is misrepresented as its origin. So though you feel as if it's your friend who's sending it, basically it's some other person who's sending it. They have different types of softwares to load and then act as if your friend is sending it. So this is like misrepresents the origin. It shows its origin to be different from where actually it is coming. So it will not be your friend, but somebody else sending you all wrong type of email. This is called as email spoofing. The next one, I think this is the last thing, that is a personal attack, which is called as phishing. This is another type of personal attack. This technique is like, it starts pulling out all your confidential information, all your financial account holding, and this is done through deceptive means. So they design different types of links where you open the link and they send it like a format where they say you have to fill in these things. If not, your account will close, or all your account, you lose all your money and such type of thing. It's done for accounting purpose. It's done even in Facebook and many other things. Your Facebook account will be closed down, and so you start giving all your information. So they send you links of such type of forms where you start filling all these things. Do not fill such type of links. It appears as if the organization is sent you, but be very careful. See whether the organization number is correct. Is it, most of these type of spoofed things come as .com and all such things. So, when it's commercial, when it's military, all these, mm, uh, the different types of people that send. So be careful if it is Facebook or anything, be very careful and find out whether the link is correct. And definitely Facebook will not do such type of things. Here's an example where they have given you an example of a phishing scam email sent. Here it's given, hello, as part of the security measures, we regularly screen activities in the Facebook. We recently found your contact, and after noticing an issue in your account, our system has detected some unusual copyrights that somebody is taking some information linked to your Facebook account. So please follow the link below and fill in the copyright laws. So here it's coming here. This is the information, basically starting letter they've given, and in the letter they have sent a link. And once you open the link, you need they can just access many things from your computer. So note, if you don't fill the application, they're also giving you one warning, like, and please don't heed to this warning. It's not at all you need not get frightened with their warning. Their warning says, note, if you don't fill in the application, your account will be permanently blocked. And regards, Facebook Copyrights Department. So this is a popular company, and so they start using the Facebook type. It looks as if it's really sent from the Facebook, but basically they want your information, so they send such type of things. So be very careful. Don't open any emails and don't fill any information. The next thing is the B part. So first thing, we learned all the crimes done against a person. The next thing is a crime done against personal property. The B thing comes under personal property. Let's see which all comes an attack on personal property. First one is intellectual property crime. Many people, they start you created a car, and anybody, copies your information or takes the same. Take the logos, like when you have thumbs up has a logo with a thumb and up like that. So if anybody else copies it, then you can't just copy somebody's information. That's called this intellectual property is a property that consists of a bundle of rights. Any unlawful act by which the owner is deprived completely or partially of his right is an offense. So example, software piracy. So movies are being created and they make piracy of those movies. So even also softwares that are created, they start making a piracy of it. Infringement means you're violating the copyrights. And trademark, they have a TM on everything if it is their own thing. So trademark is registered for it, and so he gets a trademark, and nobody can use his things and sell it in the market. So if somebody is making thumbs up, somebody else makes a bottle with the same name, then he is going against the law, and it's something that you are using somebody's intellectual property crime. So patent is, you are the patent who's created it. That is, it's a legal right to the person who has invented that thing. Okay, and design, all these things come under the intellectual property. That is, if you have made your own software, or and the software has a copyright and a trademark, then you are the patent for it, and because you have designed, and so nobody should violate such type of law. So theft of such type of thing, of computer source code, also is a crime. So that was about intellectual property. And the next one is internet time theft. This is again a type of personal property attack. Okay, and here internet theft time is, you actually basically paid for your internet, and somebody starts hacking your password, your internet password, and starts using your internet. So this is called as internet theft time. You basically used only just half an hour in the whole day, but when it comes, you will just see that already 100 GB has been just being used. So then you should know that somebody has hacked your internet, and this is called as internet theft time. So let's see, internet theft time comes under hacking. So used by an unauthorized person of the internet hours paid by another person. You are paying and somebody else is using. He is accessing someone else's ISP, that is internet service provider, using the ID and the password. So always see that your password is strong, or by hacking or gaining access to your internet and by illegal means, accessing the internet without the other person's knowledge. And this can be termed as internet theft time. So you have to every time recharge your payment for your internet. That then you should understand that somebody else is robbing your internet services. He's hacking basically. The another type of property, personal property attack is nothing but transmitting virus. It's your computer, but somebody else is attacking your computer by putting in virus. You know that there are different types of viruses. Even to attack your computer and take all your personal information also, there are different types of transmitting different types of software viruses. So let's see this. A virus are programs that are they start attaching themselves to the computer through file, to the computer or through files. They come into your computer, and then they circulate themselves into the other files that are there in your computer. You know, you have many files in your computer. All the viruses get into many files. Through the network. They usually affect the data of the computer. So all the data, important information that you have stored, especially company data, is very, at great risk. They start affecting all the data either by alerting or deleting the data. So either alerting means it starts saying virus is there in this file, virus is there in this file, so and so type of virus is there. Or what they do is that type of virus deletes the total data in that file. So one of the type of virus is the worm attack, and this plays a very important role, major role, because it starts affecting all the systems in the computer, and then your computer hangs out. It stops working. The other type of personal attack is cyber trespasses. What is cyber trespasses? It means that someone else is accessing someone else's computer without the right authority of the owner. Maybe he does not disturb or alter your information that is there in your computer. He may not even misuse or damage the data that is there in your system, but he just wants to see what is there in your system, just out of curiosity, or know what all the things are you're doing. And basically, all these programmers who really want to, develop themselves in different programming languages, these type of people mostly take up the cyber trespasses. But if they misuse it, then it is a crime. So basically, the cyber trespasses, they just they take your computer without your right, without your authorization, and they do not disturb, they do not alter, they do not misuse it, they don't damage any data system, but they just want to connect and see whether they can access many people's computer. So that's next one. The C1 is cybercrime against government. But I think I'll do this C1 in your next class. Hope you understood the crime against person and personal property. Crime against person and personal property. The third one, what we'll do is how crime is done against government. So we will do this in the next class. Hope you understood the lesson. Go through it. Have a nice day. Thank you.